Fungi! This is a fungus, this is a fungus, and even this is a fungus. This video is designed for you to take notes from, but does not in and of itself have a large amount of notes written. Many presentations and lectures are given in this style, and the expectation is that you take notes from what the person is saying, not what is written on the slides. Feel free to pause the video at any time to write down something I've said, or to digest the content. Fungi is a kingdom of organisms that emerged from animals and vascular plants around 1 billion years ago. The characteristics that define fungi are their lack of chlorophyll, their heterotrophic method of getting energy, the fact that they absorb nutrients from around them, which is known as external digestion, the structure of their multicellular forms, which are made of hyphae, and finally, their cell walls, which are made of chitin. Chitin is a fibrous substance consisting of polysaccharides and is the major compound in the exoskeleton of arthropods, i.e. beetles and other insects, and the cell walls of fungi. Fungi play important roles in the ecosystem. They are saprotrophs, or decomposers, and they contribute to the breakdown of organic matter for other organisms to utilize. They can be parasites, or they can be mutualists. And importantly, they are a source of nutrients for the organisms that eat fungi. Here, you can see a fungus decomposing this felled log. Fungi are essential components of the carbon cycle, as they are one of the few organisms that can decompose lignin, the main component in wood. An example of a mutualistic relationship is the relationship between fungi growing on plants at the root. The hyphae wrap around the plant roots, which increases the plant's water and nutrient absorption, and the plant, in turn, provides a nutrient source for the fungi, so it's win-win. Athlete's foot, however, is an example of a parasitic relationship. It lives on the human host and gains nutrients, whilst at the same time it negatively affects its host by causing pain and discomfort. Let's look closer at some of the phyla of fungi. Ascomycota, Deuteromycota, and Basidiomycota are not the only phyla, but they are the most prevalent. Phylum Ascomycota consists of the yeasts and the truffles. Yeasts are unicellular and truffles are multicellular. Species in this phylum can reproduce sexually via spores or asexually. Phylum Deuteromycota consists of molds and fungi that specifically cause skin diseases. This phylum is also known as imperfect fungi, as it groups together all fungi that do not fit the morphological or genetic characteristics of the other more defined phyla. Phylum Basidiomycota. This large phylum consists of mushrooms, puffballs, rusts, toadstools, and bracket fungi. The reproduction of these fungi can be both sexual and asexual. Asexual reproduction is via sporogenesis, the production of spores. These fungi are made of thin strands of cells called hyphae, and once a year the cells grow a fruiting body, known more commonly as the mushroom or toadstool. This is what this fungi uses in order to reproduce sexually. As seen in this picture, the hyphae make up the structure of the fungus. Underground, they are known as mycelium and exist all year round, reproducing asexually. Once a year, the fungus grows a fruiting body, the mushroom, that people see, which is designed to release spores for sexual reproduction. Hyphae in and of themselves are thin filaments made up of cells. Lichens are really fascinating, as they are mutualistic or a symbiotic relationship between a fungus and an alga. They do not look like either a fungus or an alga, and in addition have coexisted for so long that they cannot survive apart. The structure of lichen is that of a mesh of fungal strands, which support the photosynthetic algal cells. In this mutualistic system, the algae provide the food source, and the fungi provide the protection, structure, moisture, and some of the nutrients. Lichen are very hardy and can grow on bare rock. Despite containing algae, lichen are classified within the kingdom Fungi and are within the phylum Mycophycophyta. Thanks for listening to the presentation today on fungi. If you have questions, please post them on Google+ and we'll answer them. If you liked this style of presentation, please let me know. And if you didn't, please also let me know.